So Groupon's share price last week dropped below $10. Its IPO back in November was priced at 20, and it even popped above that for a while. So why is it at half the level? Well, one reason, Rob, you've been looking at is they've done a huge build-out. But now it's a question of trying to solidify that.
I mean, they're the perfect exemplar of the first mover advantage theory of business, right? You go in, you get into a new market, you absolutely aggressively grab market share, more than 50% in the sort of daily deals category, right? And, you know, sort of profits be damned. Right. And in some cases, accounting be damned. I mean, they had to restate their latest results. Right. So there's a lot of distrust in the company, but also at the same time, there's a sense that they've done all that, but right. Now what? Where do they go
yeah, I
with
mean, it always struck
this
me,
business?
You listen to the CEO, Andrew Mason, talk about stuff. They've been hiring. Their business needs lots of, it's not like Facebook. Their business needs lots of bodies on the ground.
Yeah, you know, they basically started like, I don't know, 100 salespeople 3 years ago. They're at 12,000. They have to add salespeople to add sales. And there's a lot of questions about whether they can cut marketing spend and things like that. Right. I think they probably can, but they will lose some of the market share because it's not that hard a business to enter. And that's why the piece that I wrote is about, well, what next for Groupon? And that's sort of
this is the question of a moat. I mean, this is a Warren Buffett concept as well. You know, they've been building, but it's not that hard to do these things.
No,
and you want to find a way to protect the business.
It's not like Apple where you have a bunch of software, you're used to using something. I mean, you know, I used to get 3 daily deals. I don't get any because I got bored with the concept. But, you know, it's very easy to just sign up for another one and try out another service.
This is why what Andrew Mason is talking about now, and now he's telling analysts, you know, this is our idea. Don't put it into your short-term models yet. But the basic idea is we want to be the operating system for local commerce. Right. Now that means we want to create something that's quite entrenched in your business. So it's not just that you come to us to fill a bunch of seats, but you come to us whenever you're doing your inventory management, your supply chain stuff, your reservations, beyond just selling stuff at a discount. Customer loyalty cards, which could be quite a big thing. Now, all of that is sort of what he's trying to create this operating system.
That's very hard to build.
It is very hard to build.
You know, and if you look at it, you know, if I were a businessman, if I were trying to do that, I would probably, it's easier to acquire, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
that's the point, right? So this all sounds a lot like what OpenTable has already built. Now OpenTable, which was also, you know, this glory
which only does it for restaurants, but
does
they
it for
provide
restaurants?
hardware,
Why can't you apply it?
Software,
apply it to nail salons,
everything.
Apply it to hairdressers, apply it to spas and massages and things like that, and then use the tool that Groupon has, which is to generate demand. You use it sort of the opposite way, rather than just taking reservations, pushing out when you've got openings and that kind of thing. I think
which would be the sort of value add that Groupon could bring almost to an
So my contention is that it is almost inevitable that these two companies will be together. And of course, one is much smaller than the other. Groupon is a $7 billion company. Right. OpenTable is $1 billion. Groupon has $1.2 billion of cash and seems to be generating some. It would not surprise me. In fact, it's my bold prediction, as it were, that they will buy OpenTable.
The only problem, of course, is that OpenTable is cheaper and it's within Groupon's range for a reason, because it started losing its shares. I mean, it's facing competition threats as well. Right. So the question is, how durable is this moat?
But maybe
it's more durable than the one they have.
That's for sure. Yes.
Anyway, okay, we'll leave it there. So today's top tip: don't be surprised if Groupon buys OpenTable at some point, and we'll have more top tips and more breaking views tomorrow.